No, I think there's some kind of I'm an atheist, unfortunately. But I think there's some kind of higher being looking over me sometimes because I was sitting here getting ready to record and I kept thinking, man, it is just excruciatingly hot in here because I have to turn my desk fan off because it blows directly into the microphone and it's just no good. But literally as I pressed record, the air conditioner kicked on. So what a, what a wonderful day. I'm very happy right now. I hope it's the air conditioner. I suppose it could be a heater, in which case I'm going to get even more excruciatingly warm. So we'll find out over the course of this video if I end up with heat stroke or not. But welcome back to the Pokemon Black 2 Legacy-Locke, everyone. Let's take a quick look at the team. I did do some grinding off screen because I took a look at the routes coming up ahead of us, and oh boy, yeah, challenge mode sure is fun. So we got everybody up to about 42 to 44. I don't think we got any new moves. Haygrid is good. Lelouch, let me tell you, these move sets. We still got Acid. We got Leer and Absorb. Stud Muffin is great as always. Mimey, I mean, you know, what do you need besides Psychic, I suppose? Although I could go back and get Shadow Ball at some point. That's something to consider. Walter with Swift. Oh, we got Lava Plume on Walter. And Fuel with a moveset. So I was going back and forth on what I wanted to do with Electabuzz because thankfully somebody told me that you can only get the Electrizer in White 2. That Electabuzz, I believe, is White 2 exclusive. Magby, the Magby line is the black version. Also, right here is one of my absolute favorite places to grind in all of Unova. It is a wonderful strip of grass that you can run right back and forth with. Once you take out these two trainers here, it is marvelous. As you see there, you get shaking grass coming up pretty easily. You can run right back and forth. So if you need to grind and you're around this point in the game, this is just a dream spot to do it. I spent, this is where I did all of my grinding at in between episodes, was just running right back and forth here. It is wonderfully amazing place to grind. But I was trying to decide what did I want to do with Electabuzz, and I ended up deciding to not evolve him. I was considering, like, well, you're not supposed to even have Electabuzz in this game anyway, so I got to take that into account with the evolution method. Plus, it's a trade evolution, so just things stacking up on top of each other. And I decided that originally I was gonna just, you know, evolve him. At level 45 was gonna be the level that I evolve him at. I was gonna, you know, take matters into my own hands, if you will. And oh yeah, this is the Cobalion event up here. We don't battle Cobalion. Wait, do we? No, we don't battle Cobalion here. Right? Yeah, no, that would be ridiculous if we had to battle Cobalion this early. But then I took a look at its stats, Electabuzz and Electivire's stats, because I wanted to compare those to see, like, with the Eviolite, why did I use Surf? That's just, my brain just defaults to Surf from all the battling I was doing against Autonos and the grinding. It's just Surf, obviously, is the best move to be using there because it's the strongest. But I took a look at the stats for Electabuzz, and I was really shocked to see how little of a difference there was between Electabuzz and Electivire. So, as Electabuzz, we actually have a higher speed stat, 105. Our speed would drop to 95 if we evolved. Our special defense and special attack do not change, which is good because our moveset right now is very much specially effective at 95 special attack and 85 special defense. The only really things that would change is we get a 10-point buff in defense, which we're getting way more than that with the Eviolite. And our physical attack would go from 83 to 123. So it's huge jump if we're using physical attacks, which we don't really use right now in our Electabuzz. Plus our HP would go up by 10 stats, but we only grind against Autonos, so we basically have maxed out HP anyways. So I'm actually just going to be keeping him as an Electabuzz with Eviolite, because it is just, I think it's better, right? If we're attacking with, oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, this isn't the worst combination, I guess? Sceptile's not great, but everyone else isn't that bad. Oh gosh, I really want to Surf. What can I switch into? What can I switch Sceptile into where I can safely Surf? Can Could I switch Sceptile for nothing? There's not anything super safe to switch into. Alright, well I guess we're not surfing. If that's the case, let's Venoshock Flareon. I still think we have to switch out into... Let's go into Walter, I guess? And we'll also... I guess we'll Bulldoze. No, we won't Bulldoze. I forgot that hit everybody. That's a shame. I didn't know this is a triple battle. I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, if we're not going to be going with a physical attacking variation of Electabuzz, it is straight up just better to not evolve it and to stick with Eviolite and special attacking moves like Discharge, which we already have. So yeah, I think it's gonna work out pretty well. I have a good feeling about it. I think everything's gonna be fine for me. I was just thinking, like, man, what if this Vibrava has, like, Earthquake? That would be really bad, but it's okay, because we have a String Shot Larvesta to deal with anyways. I guess Venoshock did a decent amount of damage. Nope, not Lava Plume, Flame Charge, and just return the Larvesta. Okay. Sorry, I had to do some thinking here. Let me get a little bit of my G Fuel. That's right, guys. If you want a great deal on G Fuel, go to gfuel.com and don't enter a promo code because I don't have one. And yet here I am, promoting them, talking about how I got a nice mixture of Blue Ice and... What did I put in here? I think it's Blue Ice and PewDiePie. PewDiePie is just the name of the fucking flavor. That's ridiculous. I think it's Lingonberry is like technically the flavor name. But I've actually grown to like G Fuel. I'm a big energy drink person, very much into... Oh, it did have basically Earthquake. Okay. Oh man, you're giving me a little heart attack there with all that. Thankfully we got Quick Attack, and poor Tauros is, I don't know, just hanging out, I suppose. Whew. Let me get a little bit of my G Fuel. I even have the PewDiePie themed shaker. I'm not even a huge PewDiePie fan. Like, I'm not even subscribed to PewDiePie. I don't hate him. Yo, he's a chill dude. Whenever I do see stuff of him, he just seems like a nice, chill, lax fellow. But it was the bundle that came with the flavors I wanted to try the most, so I'm like, you know, I guess I'll get PewDiePie. I like green. Yellow and green is a fantastic color combination, so it can't go bad. So, yeah, make sure to get your G Fuel, I guess. It's also available in cans now, and some of you, anyways, you might be able to get the canned versions in some of your local convenience stores. I think some Walmarts are also selling them. There's a gas station here on the northeast coast called Sheetz that has some G Fuel cans, which they surprisingly, and I guess it's not that surprisingly, but they taste a lot different because the cans are made with carbonated water as opposed to the, you know, just fucking tap water I put in this. So I guess I could just go buy some carbonated water, right? Huh, I never thought of that before, like making your own, you know, drinks at home with powder and just using carbonated water. That's wild. Okay, so if I was to face this thing, how do I not get completely destroyed? I guess it's Hagrid, right? This thing wouldn't have, like, Earthquake, would it? That would be silly. Okay, so I guess we are in fact battling Cobalion. Wow. Okay, okay, sure. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm very caught off guard by the fact that this battle is happening. I thought he just, like, he looked at us and he's like, what a smug little bitch, and then he ran away or something. What a bop this music is! Oh my gosh, I just realized, I remember seeing this music. There's this meme video I see on Twitter every now and then. It's this music, and it's just a bunch of frantic stuff happening, like SpongeBob bouncing in boots and people falling on their faces and stuff. I wish I had saved that video. It's hilarious. So if anybody knows what video I'm talking about, and you see it, please send it to me on Twitter, @HeartyTac. Alright. Thankfully, this thing is Helping Hand and Ironhead. So, goodbye, Cobalion. Cool. Anyways, are we about to get some story? Because I want to talk. Yes, we are going to have some story. Hi there, Hardy. Do I need to pay attention to the story? Should I know I'm pretty sure I mentioned this a lot, but like, should I, for the first time after 17 videos, start acknowledging the story of Pokemon White 2? Well, of course not. I'm playing Pokemon Black 2. That would be ridiculous if I started doing that. Anyways, I think I'm a boomer, right? Which is wild because I'm 25, turning 26 this year, in November. But I talked about this on Twitter a few days ago, for those of you who follow me over on the tweet machine, how I feel like I had a bit of a revelation, and those of you who, which is almost everybody, who've been around in Team Caterpie for quite some time now, may remember something, and I'm not going to go into all the details about it, but something that happened several years ago in the PokeTuber community, with you, if you will, that kind of just led me to being isolated from the rest of the community. And I had the revelation a few days ago that while I was, you know, kind of forcefully excommunicated from everyone else that I thought I was friends with at the time due to other people's involvements, over the years it had become a self-imposed isolation where I, you know, felt like I wasn't a part of that community and I didn't want to be a part of that community, and basically putting Team Caterpie and myself in this own little bubble of like, well, we're you know, different from everybody else, and I do like to think I like to have my own uniqueness and creative little charm, if you will. Sorry, do I ramble a bit? Are you calling me out right now for rambling? I feel very attacked. That's, you watch your mouth, Professor. What is her name? Juniper? Yeah, Professor Juniper. I think that's right. And whenever I would look into, because there's a whole new generation of PokeTubers now, and YouTubers in general. I've never liked the term PokeTuber, yet here I am using it. I guess it's fitting. Like, each little subgenre has their own, like, I'm a horror tuber, I'm a COD tuber. Like, we didn't say that when I was doing Call of Duty. Nobody said, oh, I'm a COD tuber. PokeTuber is the first time I ever heard that, but I think it's something that's like kind of starting to take off. Is that it for this route? Or do we have any more lore in us? Or what do you want? Oh my gosh. What are you doing here? Okay, well, I guess we got a double battle coming up, is that right? Have you seen Team Plasma? I heard a rumor to that effect. Okay, we got the Team Plasma double fight here. Every time I'd look at the whole, like, new generation that's coming up of PokeTubers, I would inherently want to just, like, dislike it, because it's new and it's different. Like, the editing style that some of them are bringing and the graphics that they're using and everything is so drastically different from when I was starting in PokeTubing, right? Like, back in 2012 or 2013, some 8 years ago, really, when I started doing this, it was so drastically different, and I just inherently want to be like, well, this is stupid, this is dumb, this is over the top, it's horrible. And I realized, like, I think I'm being a boomer, because I really did like it, I just want it to not like it, if that makes sense. And I've been actively trying to actually appreciate the newer era of Pokemon YouTubers that have come up recently. For example, I've been, while I was doing my grinding, I've been watching a Soul Link with Hoodlum Callum, not Hoodlum Scrafty, who I'm pretty sure I'm friends with. If you're watching this, hi, Callum. We were friends back in the day, and we've since rekindled, and we don't, talk a lot, but we're on good terms. And Supra Lugia, I believe is his full name. I think he just goes by Supra. I've never really watched him before, and I've just very much been enjoying it. It's been a great listen just in the background, watching them play. It's been a ton of fun. I've just really been enjoying it, and it has that, like, big, grandiose, custom music, custom animated entrance that at first I just really wanted to, like, hate and be like, that's really stupid. But it's really cool, and every time it plays at the beginning of the video, I'm like, gosh, this is such a good, like, fire intro to get you hype. And I've also been checking out, there's this whole group of PokeTubers, which on one hand I kind of hate because I don't like the feeling of like YouTubers being isolated from everybody else. If that makes sense, I feel like they should be. I like it when it feels more like a community as opposed to like a group, like a pedestal of people, you know. But I don't really think that's what they're doing. And they're called the Core 4, and it's King Corefish, Asteroid Videos, Original 151, and United. Oh gosh. Oh, I feel like a bad dude right now. I literally have the video open right now. United Haze. And I've never talked to any of them before. And I really like King Corefish specifically. Is a phenomenal YouTuber. I love his editing style. He's the one that does like a lot of these super like crazy opening moments in videos with like different editings and funny clips, and just really catches the imagination. And I hated them at first because they were so different than what I was used to, and I've really grown to appreciate because it really is a fantastic hook, and it's all about hooks. I remember one of the very first things that I learned when I started making YouTube videos was how important the first 10 seconds of a video was. Because you gotta get that hook, you gotta get people entertained to stay through and watch, because so many people click out of a video in the first 10 seconds, and that is just a perfect mastery of that art of getting people's attention. And I reached out to him personally in the past few days, and I just wanted to say, like, I really enjoy the content he's doing. I'm very glad to have someone with that sort of creativity at the head of this, one of the heads of this new wave, new generation of Pokemon. And essentially what I'm getting at here is I'm very happy I was able to overcome my boomerism and accept the fact that there's a whole new generation of PokeTubers out here, and they've all been incredibly impressive with what they're doing. And I was disliking it just to be a grumpy old man, and I was being absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, and if you guys are fans of any of them, if any of the newer PokeTubers, any older ones who are still around, like Hoodlum Callum, I don't know what the hell a Hoodlum Callie is. I've knew Hoodlum Scrafty for so long, it's hard for me to, I know it's been like a year since he changed his name, but it's hard for me to wrap my brain around that. I think Heaton Mo, I think he's still doing videos. There was a whole like group of people, like if you guys remember, I think it was the Lumio Station podcast or something, involving that like kind of core of people. I think a lot of them are still making videos, but there really is just this whole new wave of people that I've never heard of before, that are all making videos, and they're all growing in popularity, and it's just really cool to see. I'm very happy that the Pokemon community is still thriving more than ever. And I need to stop being an old grump, and I need to stop just isolating myself from the rest of the world. And it's never because I thought I was better than them, right? It wasn't an ego thing. It was more of I was scorn? I don't know what the proper term is. Like, you know, at the time it was like, oh, I'm not wanted here. And I was never able to get that out of my brain that I wasn't wanted here. You know, I just remembered this today, a few months ago. I think it was shortly after I came back. I'd gotten a message from somebody, and I don't think I'd ever heard of them before, but they were a, you know, growing PokeTuber, and they were working on this big video project that was going to involve, like, dozens of different PokeTubers all, like, collaborating in on this one video. And gosh, I wish I could remember the details of it. And I never ended up getting back to them because in my head it was like, well, this obviously, you know, isn't meant for me. It involves all these other people. It involves like Hoodlum Scraft, Hoodlum Callum, and Game Boy Luke, and like I think King Corefish might have been in it, and a bunch of other people. It's like, well, I'm obviously not supposed to be here. Like, I'm not supposed to be involved in this kind of thing. Also, I need to remember to catch this Tranquil. This is a catch. The first catch I believe on this is Route 13. Might be Route 14. Might be Route 12 actually. I think we're descending now. Yeah, I think this is Route 12 because we were just on 13. And I never ended up getting back to him, and I felt really bad about that when I just thought of this, because that was another one of those incidents of kind of self-imposed isolation. Like, I had basically an olive branch being extended out to me to take part in this community event, and I rejected it. And that was my fault. That was really silly of me. That was really selfish of me. I don't know. Well, selfish may not be the right word. But it was very dumb of me to act like that. So, and to just not get back because I felt like I didn't belong in that kind of scenario, if that makes sense. I'm going to name this thing Ticket, because that is all he is to me. And that is all it'll ever be to me. Also, I didn't think I was going to be catching any Pokemon today, so I did not set up the thingamabob. So, give me a second. We'll head back to the Pokemon Center, and we'll hatch this brand new Pokemon, and I'll get done with all of this boomer chat. Oh gosh, oh gosh. So my cat, right? She likes to eat on my desk, Esper. She went through a whole bad period with her mouth where she was having difficulty eating, and it ended up leading to her feeling comfort to eat wet food on my desk. And I think she's gotten the habit of knowing that when I stop talking, she comes over, and well, I stopped talking to get that set up, and now she's heading on over here. Thank you for looking up at that very moment. Oh, hey, there's Sir Quackins up there. It's a duck. It's a cool duck. Hopefully you're able to see that. She may have been cropped out. I'll leave the cat cam on for a bit if she wants to hang out. But let's go ahead and figure out what our Pokemon is going to be. We're going to be going to box number 6, which is good because I forgot to change the size of the thing. Pokemon number 10. Let me make sure that's actually available before I get too far ahead of myself. So here's our Tranquil. It is in the dead Pokemon box. Pokemon 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So good news. We can, in fact, hatch this Pokemon. Let me get rid of the thing. Esper is off in the corner now, so she's probably harder to see. So, sorry. I guess the cat cam is ending for now. But let's hatch this Pokemon. Hopefully it's something good. Don't worry, Electabuzz is not dead. He's just chilling in the box for a bit. I keep forgetting I cut my hair. Every now and then I see myself and I'm like, what happened? Don't worry, it's just my face. Alright, so we are getting a new Pokemon. I don't even know what we want anymore. We have a pretty decent roster. We have a lot of coverage, so whatever we get, I'll be happy with. Baltoy. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a pretty chill Pokemon to be starting with, actually. I'm going to take it. I'm going to name it... Oh, I can't just give it a nickname. Obviously, we got to look at the legacy of Baltoy. Well, this was surprisingly easy. We only ever had one Baltoy, and it was Beyblade, who appeared in 2 series, being the Fire Red Omega Nuzlocke, and then in the Fire Red Omega Versus. So every time we've ever had a Baltoy has been in Fire Red Omega. So this is finally its very first time to leave that game. It's obviously going to be called Beyblade. I will get this thing leveled up, and then we will, I guess, continue on into Route 13. How long have we been going? We've been going 25 minutes. Okay. We are going to continue on. That will be next time in the Pokemon Black 2 Legacy-Locke, though. I want to thank you guys for joining me today and dealing with my little boomer rant. Next video shouldn't be too long because I'm going to feed my cat and I'm going to record some more because I'm really feeling it right now. So, thank you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please, I guess, leave a like. I don't know. Tell me what YouTubers do you like watching? Do you like any other Poketubers? Genuinely curious to know and would be happy to take some suggestions. I'm currently watching through the Soul Link with Callum and Supra, and I just also started the 4-way, the 2v2 cage lock with the core 4 that I was talking about. So let me know some of your suggestions as well. And until then, I'm Marty Tech Yo-Yo. Goodbye. It's so much harder to do the piece thing now because I'm holding the controller like down here because it's comfortable, and I gotta like put the controller down and I gotta come up, and it's a whole thing, and I got a cat here. I don't want to hit the cat, obviously. It's a mess. I'll see you guys later.